So we're going to make this clip. In order to make the clip, what supplies you need is you need some sequence fabric, and you need this kind of circle, some kind of solid circle cardboard to cut the circle on this fabric. So you need a circle fabric, any size. If you want to make a small flower, small. If you want to make a big flower, big. So I have two different sizes, and you need this kind of clips. Now I'm going to stitch after I make the flower in this one, but you can hot glue it. This part where I gather the fabric together, this one you have to do with stitching. So you get your needle and thread and then put it through inside. In the back you're going to have a long stitch, in the front tiny little, come out in the back big long, and front little. This is the process how we gather the fabric. So this is just for gathering the fabric. In the back your needle is long, in the front needle is very little coming up. So this is just to gather the fabric together to make a flower. We're almost done with it. It shouldn't take very long. It should take maybe less than 15 minutes to do it, and you can hot glue the entire project except this part where we make the flower. You have to make it with needle and thread, and it's very easy. All you need to do, just gather the fabric in the front little, back long, and once you gather the fabric, I'll show you what to do. Now we gather the fabric like this, and now we make it like a flower, like this. So you see how it turned like a flower. Now with this one we pull and we put it in the center like this. Now we go from the back and we come out. Now you go in the center again like this. So we're done with one, and like the same way you're gonna create another one and put on top of it and stitch together. Like you will put on top of it one more. You can add even another one, but make sure your circles are a little bit smaller the more you will add on top. So, and once you add, you continue stitching like that. So we're done too. After we did that, then we added some of this glitter dimensional fabric paint. So you will put the paint, drop the paint in it, and you'll stick the mirror. Once you stick the mirror, then in the side with the paint you will put these beads. These are optional. Once you put the beads, you let it sit for 2-3 hours to dry. After it dried, it will look like this, and then you need to either stitch it with this clip or hot glue it, and you have yourself a beautiful Mother's Day. But just to give you an idea what we are doing. So again we're doing this big outside, inside little, very big outside, just to gather the fabric. Now you can have, as I told you, 3 or 4, but I'm doing only 2. But remember, when you have 3 or 4, your top one you want to make little bit smaller, not too big. So like this, and then in the center you will add the mirror. Like this. So this clip really will look good whether you make golden or you make silver. Make sure you get all around, ruffling it. This is just making a ruffle. So now you see it came like this, just like a flower, and you pull in the center. Now, as I mentioned, these two fabrics were same. I should have made it a little bit smaller. So you see, they are pretty much same, so you can make it little bit more smaller, then it will be better. Now you gather in the center and you go through inside. You need to get a little bit stronger needle, because this part needs a little bit stronger needle. I have to get a bigger needle, so I will just close this one and then do a bigger needle. So you see, like this. So after this, you hot glue these two together, or you can stitch it. Either way, the stitching will be little bit hard. You need a really very strong needle, but hot gluing will be easy. So you hot glue these two. I'm showing you with little bit stitching, but it's really kind of hard stitching. See, because as many layers we put for the needle to come through is little hard. Easy way is hot glue. Okay, so once we're done with this, now let me snap this off and show you what's next. Like this. Okay, now see these two stuck together. Now on top you have to put a mirror and some beads, and then let it sit and dry for 2 hours. Then you have to stitch it or hot glue. So best will be to hot glue this, and then you have yourself a beautiful hair clip like this. Let me show you the mirror part. So I will show you this one how to do with the mirror, and then at the end you just hot glue all on this clip, and you can stitch too. There are two sides to stitch, but hot gluing will be easier. So you put a generous amount of this glitter glue, dimensional fabric glitter glue. This is multicolor. You can put silver or gold, but depending on your fabric. Now you put this mirror and press. Once you press, you see the glue came in the side. When the glue comes in the side, then what you need to do is you need to get your beads and use this like dots all around and drop the beads on it, and let it set aside for 2 to 3 hours or overnight. Overnight will be better, because the longer it stays, the better these beads will be stuck to it. Now after you do this, you dry it for 3 hours, and then you hot glue this flower to your clip. You can put little bit dense too, or you can put little bit. So see, this is the flower, beautiful flower with mirror and beads. Now let it dry for 3 hours, then you hot glue on top of this, and you have yourself a beautiful mirror clip for your mother. So this was the video about how to make beautiful flower clip.